Love is one of the most profound emotions known to humans. Unfortunately, some persons got entangled in it but ended up realizing too late that it was a death trap. One moment it feels like both parties could not do without each other, and the next moment, one party ends up in regret. That's if life has not been snuffed out for him or her. Welcome once again to another episode on Falling Alleys, and I am your host, Angel White. This episode is titled Sad Love Part 2. Stay tuned as I bring you interesting crimes about love that went sad. Love for 45-year-old Mary Olotu was nothing to speak about. This is because she was allegedly poisoned by her bricklayer husband, Damilare Olotu, over an inability to bear him a child, though she had given birth for her previous marriage actually. Her 47-year-old husband married a second wife who bore him children. The younger wife said to have insisted on moving into Olotu home in Ibuji Ifedo Council area of Ondo State, where he lived with Mary. But Mary kicked against the suggestion, but to be allegedly poisoned was the only thing that was left. According to the statement given by the junior brother to the deceased, it was stated that the suspect and the second wife connived to poison the victim. According to him, the sister had told him that the suspect had threatened to kill her. The brother of the deceased asked the police to investigate the matter thoroughly and bring the culprits to the book. I can't believe someone in his rightful mind would do this. Imagine the reason for the mother: because she was barren. How can we tell if he's not impotent himself? I mean, if the second, she had given birth before. She's not even barren, actually, because she has bore a child before. How are we sure if the second wife children are really his? We should ask ourselves that question. Crazy things are happening in this. I can't even, this is crazy. Crazy things are happening. Actually, it's just reminding me of that song. Anyways, moving on. This next case is about a wife who was killed by her husband over breakfast. Over breakfast. What the heck? This is crazy. Why not lunch? Why not dinner? Over breakfast. Mad. Wow. What's this life turning into? This life is turning into something else. Whoa. A 45-year-old hunter, Ojotoki, was arrested for allegedly shooting his wife, Adesewa, over a disagreement on his breakfast in Ebule Soro area of Ondo State. Same Ondo State. What's happening there? The deceased had packed out of her matrimonial home following a disagreement. However, after 1 year of living separately, their families resolved the issue. Part of the settlement of the process agreed upon by both families was that the deceased should be preparing food for her husband from her brother's house where she was. But on one of the days when her husband came for his food, an argument over the deceased's failure to prepare his breakfast broke out. The hunter was said to have shot her in the neck with his Dane gun, killing her on the spot. This actually reminds me of I just figured something out. While reading this, I just realized something that I've never known the name of a hunter's gun before. Wow. Wow, what a life. Alright. The suspect was said to be a troublesome man who made the deceased to back out of his house and settled with her younger brother's wife. It was also said that after the settlement, the suspect would go over to the house where the deceased was residing to eat in the morning and at night, but still ends up complaining that the deceased refused to give him food. What a terrible man that is, actually. I don't really know what to say right now because this case is about breakfast. She did not serve him breakfast. Meanwhile, everybody's complaining, I do not want to be served breakfast, and this man is asking for breakfast. It's quite shocking that couples will fight or argue over the slightest things. You will hear one about toothpaste now. I really don't know what is happening right now. God help us all, because this case is